Hello, everyone. Waiting on all the connections to do their thing. Alexis is going to try to make it. Here she comes. Alexis is coming in. She'll be here in a second. Time to start rolling through. Credence and Trina and Valerie are here. Alexis is here. She will be here in a minute. She popped in. I know Maryland, South Carolina is going on right now. I haven't seen a score there. If anybody knows, you can post it for me. I guess I can look at my phone too. Trish is here, 9-0. Yes, definitely a team game Tennessee did win and should have won. But Georgia State, boy, they can hit threes. That's what they do. They put up a lot of threes. And they hit 10 of them. And they're the only team besides Texas so far to get to 60 against Tennessee. So we're at 64-59. Kathy and Renee, thank you for the score update. South Carolina up. That's these are Maryland still has injury issues too. I think Maryland. I mean, they're doing a great job considering they're like Tennessee. They've had some losses to personnel. And I know South Carolina lost their freshman point guard. So Valerie says 25 seconds left. That looks like that one's just about done. Them. That's another win for the SEC. Let's see. Back to our game. Kathy said BK had a good game. She really did. Brooklyn, I assume you're talking about Brooklyn Miles. Or maybe, Kathy, you're talking about somebody else. Now that I think about it. Brooklyn Miles has been a jolt of energy for the team and a very good defender. And today she showed her scoring ability with 11 points. She connected on 2 3-pointers and just a player that puts a lot of hustle into her game. Caroline Strickland got some good minutes. That's good to see. Tamari Key, just efficient as can be. She only had to play 19 minutes and put up a double-double. I can hear you take off your – I can hear it.
Yo.
Got you there.
Maria, say something.
Can you hear me? I hear you.
I can't hear you.
I hear you okay. I swear, technology is just grand. I hear Alexis, but she does not hear me. She's going to try something else. Now, if it were me, I'd just take the headphones off and shout into the wilderness, but that's me.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get that figured out right now.
We hear you. Yeah, just take them off. She calm now. Technology is grand. We'll go back to the comments. Don pointed out very balanced scoring. Yes, that's what you want. You want a game like this. You want to get a lot of minutes. You don't want anybody playing extended minutes. Now, obviously, Kaya Wynn being out, she had surgery to fix her broken nose. You could kind of tell, see it on warm-up. She had that brace across her nose, which usually indicates you've had surgery on your nose. And Kelly said that Emily Saunders had a mild concussion, was held out for that reason. It's good to see her here because if it's a serious concussion, you're not around lights, music, loud noises. So both of those players, it would seem to be a short-term absence. They should be back soon. So can you hear me?
Now I can hear you loud and clear.
You got me?
I got you. I got you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Alexis just dropped the headphones. Now she can hear us.
I know, right? That's backwards, but yeah, I can hear you.
We're just talking about balanced scoring. A lot of people played kind of game that you need. Just get everybody involved. We were updating on the players that were missing. Kaya Wynn had surgery to correct her broken nose. You could kind of tell from what was on her nose that was the case. And Emily Saunders has a mild concussion, and it to the point of where it's not. She can be around people and lights and music, and both of them are expected back relatively soon. Would not be an extended absence. And then, of course, there's nothing new with Ray Burrell. That the same as is. So, Alexis, I know you're busy in the restaurant business, but what are your takes on this game of what you got to see?
Well, I actually we were really slow today, so I actually got to sit and watch the majority of the game. We did well, like you said. We had scoring from all over. People came, they did they played their roles. They can play the win. They're like Georgia State. You're not in the same arena as us, and we're going to prove it. So it was good to see that. What I didn't know was how many double doubles we've had.
Let's see. Tamari Key, she only played 19 minutes, and she still got 16 points and 11 boards. That's an efficient 19 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Horston had a pair of 10s and boards and points.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Puckett came close. She was 12 and 8. And Kean Green got close to it. She was 14 and 7 on points and rebounds. So too official, but I mean, the rebounding numbers, Tennessee averages 45.5 boards a game. They hit that before the third quarter ended. They already hit their rebounding average. Finished this game 62 to 33 on the glass.
Yeah, that's awesome. We did well. I like what we saw. I was actually at the practice when Emily Saunders got her concussion. I was practicing with them, actually.
It wasn't your fault, was it?
It's never my fault. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm still sore, by the way. I definitely feel how old I am and that I don't work out anymore. But I was a little nervous about going into this game, but I didn't watch the practice before the game. It was 2 days before. But you could tell they were just fresh off of that finals mode, the test, holiday break coming up. You can see it. But Kelly was definitely in there getting in their butts when they weren't doing things they weren't supposed to, repeating drills. I was happy to see that. I'm like, get them, coach. So that was fun. I'm happy that it wasn't too serious of a concussion for Emily. Obviously now the protocols, you gotta sit out, you gotta pass your concussion test in order to get back on the court. And also within that, I saw that cohesiveness is coming together. So Kelly was throwing out different lineups every time, and you can see them start to want to work together. Hey, this isn't going to work. Or you see girls, hey, I'm not getting off the court. I need another rep. I didn't do well in this. I'm staying here. We messed up. I saw Jordan Horston do that a couple times, and I'm like, hey, I like this. We are headed in the right direction. That's why I'm glad when I actually get a chance to watch a practice, or obviously I participated, but I went with the intentions to watch, jeans and everything. Had no intentions to play. But what I saw reflected in today's game. So I was very proud of the girls for bringing that to the table, focusing on rebounds. They practice free throws a lot. And finishes, getting those pass aheads and those finishes in transition, working on different defenses and obviously offensive sets. So to see them actually apply it, and it looked good.
Yeah, they were 72.4% from the line, which is much better. 21 to 29. Yeah, you got to be in that. You got to be in that range every game. You just can't leave those points that off the board.
Absolutely.
Kelly mentioned what you just said. She said, because I asked her, they looked a little rusty, shaking off that week off and the stress of exams. And she said she sort of saw it today too. The energy wasn't there.
It wasn't all the way there in the beginning. Yeah.
Yes, and she, she said, I kind of saw this coming. it was funny though because at times they had really good bursts of energy, and I think overall they did, but sometimes there was just a little bit of slow motion,
Yeah.
and you're right. Dean Lockwood always called it hearing jingle bells. You're starting to think about going home.
Yeah, you got to stay locked in. You got to stay focused, especially with this game coming this Saturday.
And then you got one day and you play another game, then you get to go home. So yeah, Saturday, Stanford. That's going to be one heck of a game.
I will be in the building for that, Maria. We're going to do the pep rally here with Orange Mountain Designs. Terry Holder, shout out there. 1 o'clock, and then I'll probably head out to the game around 4 and go to the game. And we're encouraging everybody, bring your ticket stub, whether it's electronic or it's an actual ticket stub. Come get you a little post-game discount on your meal so we can take care of y'all.
Sounds good. I saw that coming across that Orange Mountain Designs was going to do a rally out there before the game, and then people can go eat after the game too if they want. Yeah, Big Dave said, "Go Lady Vols, another great win." I agree. When we can sit here and say, there's a little bit of low energy in an 84-60 win. That's not a bad thing. Georgia State. People don't know a lot about these. They're the Panthers, which, of course, I love that. I love the mascot. I love Panthers. But, this is a team that likes to shoot threes and can hit threes. That's one of the things they do. They got 2 kids that hit over 40% from the arc, and you can't leave them open. You got to get out on them. They're going to hit them. So
this will be a great test.
And Stanford will bombs away from the arc. So that's
I don't think there's been a Stanford team that wouldn't do that.
I know. They just drain threes, and we're talking deep threes.
Oh yeah.
But Brooklyn Miles, we were talking a little bit about her offense. She's been doing what she needed to do, all the so-called little things. A key rebound, distributing the ball, pushing the ball, defense. She scored 11 points today, hit 2 3-pointers.
Yeah.
That kid is small, but my God, she fights inside.
Yeah, she's feisty. She's gonna give you everything she has. I love it. Her energy is always on a 10, and you need that.
I think sometimes when you're 5'4", you really need that because everybody's counting you out. Bobbitt was the same way. She was what, 5'2"?
5'2" on a good day with the insults.
I remember when y'all played. Where was that? Spokane. That snow hit and Pat said that y'all were afraid Bobbitt was going to go in a drift and you wouldn't be able to find her.
Yeah, it's the small people syndrome where you're like shorter or smaller and you got to make sure you got your chest out. You're showing how tough you are every single step of the way, and able to back it up every single game.
Joan said, "We'll be at the game Saturday. Wish I could be at TAP 40, but my daughter's pinning ceremony takes first place, and we'll get there for the game. Definitely don't miss your family event."
Yeah, absolutely. Good thing we're open afterwards too, though, Joan.
Yeah, Joan, you want to take your daughter to dinner after the game?
Yeah, make it a celebratory dinner.
Kathy said, "I thought Tess played better defense today." Lex, you know this. Defense, yes, is a lot of heart and effort, but you've also got to know where to be. And all the switches and all the looks. It's not just you can do a lot of effort and go to the wrong place.
Yeah.
You also got to know where you're going. So a couple times you could see some of the younger players, they get lost on defense.
Yeah.
They get, and it only takes a split second to get lost on defense.
That comes from, being a top player, typically in middle school, high school. You get to college, but you've already developed bad habits that you've been able to get away with at a lower level, such as ball watching, such as not communicating, not boxing out, not being aware, like you say, not bumping your cutter every single possession. Those little things that's what's going to get you caught up on defense in a bad way. You go to ball watch, your player cuts, whether that's to the basket or coming up for a 3-point shot. You don't box out. Obviously, you're looking at boards or your player keeping that ball actively alive. You don't jump. You don't drop to help because you didn't see that play 2 plays ahead. Now you're going to get yelled at. So there's a lot that goes into great defense, individually and collectively as a team.
Yeah, and I know people say that it's all heart and effort, but it's a lot more. There is a playing team defense can get complicated if you do, and all it takes is one person not where they're supposed to be, and and sometimes the player that the basket is scored on, they were trying to help recover from a teammate's mistake, and that wasn't necessarily their fault. But people don't know that; they get mad at that player.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I after watching the practice, I am a little more confident in where we could be come, the end of this month, the start of SEC play, all of January. But again, Maria, it comes down to them just getting it done and doing it and locking in the film, asking to watch extra film. If you're not already a great defender, watch film. If you have a problem boxing out, watch film. So you can see, when are you struggling with boxing out? Why are you struggling boxing out? Why are you late to help all the time? Or why are we not uh, checking our offensive players? Why is it so hard for us to see ball, see man? Are we too high on the ball line? Are we too low so they keep getting open for shooting? Shooters keep getting open and knock down jumpers. There's a lot that goes into the defensive game. There's a lot that goes into the offensive game, but I feel like defense is a special skill. Defense and rebounding, that is a special skill. Yes, like you said, Maria, heart and hustle, desire, all that pride comes into that. But at the end of the day, it is a skill set to be able to read offense and respond in the right amount of time before it's too late. That's the difference between a charge and a block. You get what I'm saying? So I'm a little more confident on the direction we're headed, though.
Yeah, I mean, this team very much understands how Kelly wants them to play. I mean, and executing that takes time. I mean, but they are really starting to understand what she wants, and that is a very, very good thing.
I like this little comment I'm about to put up here, Maria. You want to read that from Michelle?
I remember a game where Bobbitt was bringing the ball down the court, and Parker comes up, and she stops and yells at Parker and points to her to get back down, and Parker put her hands up like, my bad, and turns around and heads back down. Yeah, that's Bobbitt.
Yeah. But see, we trusted each other, and we knew that we can hold each other accountable, whether that was in the practice or obviously, as y'all saw in the game. No, go. I got this. Go. You're supposed to be here. Let's get there. Then nobody's feelings are hurt, and we just get the job done. Hopefully, we can get back to that as a whole. We can get rid of the sensitivity, and we can just communicate and do what's necessary. Because I'm trying to compete for an SEC championship and a high seed, number 1 or number 2 in the NCAA tournament. That's all. Ladies, can we do that? Please, can we do that? I think we can. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the next, I mean, you got Stanford, and then I believe it's ETSU, and then you break, and then Chattanooga, and then boom, Alabama. Here we go. And Alabama's one of those teams that in the SEC that can beat you very much.
You have to give them respect. You have to play them like they're the number 1 team in the country, because if not, we will start off the SEC play with the L, and we don't want that.
No, and Alabama's had some good wins this year. I mean, teams in the SEC are coming at you every single game. And then once that SEC schedule starts, it's boom. It's Sunday, Thursday. I mean, you have very little time to recover, and you have got to do everything to get yourself ready for the game, from your sleep to your studies to your hydration to your nutrition. These freshmen don't know what's about to happen. They just don't.
No. You get in there, you probably spend the most time you've ever spent in the training room, unless you were like me. I lived there. Candace lived there. Quite a few of us actually lived there during our time. But you'll spend more time doing preventative stuff as well as whatever rehab that you have to do. I think that's big, and it gets forgotten a little bit. Preventative measures are crucial to how you're going to last throughout the rest of this second half of the season.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm done. You're good.
I want to go back and watch this game because I'm doing a lot during the game, and that game was physical in the paint. My God. I mean,
they let play a little bit.
Yeah, and then they stopped, and then they went back to it. It kind of went back and forth. But, I mean, at one point, it looked like rugby in the paint, trying to get position. And I mean, Caroline Strickland, to her credit, she's just a freshman. She is doing swim moves. I mean, they look like offensive and defensive linemen going at each other, trying to clear some space, and the officials are just looking around. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, let them play. Let them play. I like it because you already know what that SEC play is going to look like.
Yeah. And
you already know.
Yeah, you better be ready for that. But I mean, 9-0. You want to get a good win after exam week. You know, the gentleman Vols looked good yesterday too. There's just something about getting finished with exams that is a weight.
That's one less thing on your mind. One less thing you have to worry about. Now you can get some sleep. Y'all should have no excuse of being tired because you don't have class. You don't have to study for your exams. You don't have to write a paper. So now it's basketball. They always liked any time it was like a holiday break or whatever, spring break, which we never got. But those times, it's just basketball. It's literally what you do growing up as you dream about being a collegiate or a professional. It's just basketball. You get to go out there and you get to focus and you get to play and you don't have to worry about nothing else.
Yeah, do you love the game? This is when you find out, because this is what you do now. And we had two freshmen post game, Caroline Strickland and Brooklyn Miles, and they said, what a relief, because this is their first real full semester as a freshman. And Caroline said what you said. I don't have papers to turn in. Brooklyn said, statistics class really. She was trying to get finished with that, and statistics is not easy. I've taken that class.
Well, I took an F. I took an F in stats. I had stats. I had stats during the second semester when I broke my wrist. So in 2010, and doing stats verbally as you're learning it too. Like I had to take tests either verbally or do it left-handed. Like I can have a note taker for class, but when it comes to a test, all they do is give you extra time. I still got to write. Man, I put my name on the paper, Maria. This is no lie. I put my name on the paper. Walked in to take a makeup test. We just got off the road. Put my name on the paper, looked at the test, and walked out. And went straight to Pat's office. I said, Pat, I'm pretty sure I just failed statistics because all I did was put my name on the paper, and this ain't going to work. Not this semester with a broken wrist. It's too much. And I dropped the class. Well, it was past the drop period, so they really had to fail me. But
yeah, I mean, Brooklyn, the relief on her face that she got through statistics was obvious. So
you need to pat yourself on the back, Brooklyn, because that is a task. I understand.
I remember taking it. I think a junior when I took it in college, and I mean, it is a time-consuming class.
Oh yeah, you have to. Stats.
I guess. Oops, I forgot the sponsors. Lex, you're so good at this.
All right, let me wet my palate real quick.
All right, let me put the cheat sheet up for you. There we go.
All right, here we go. Special shout out to our sponsors. Of course, y'all know we lead with our Blue Water Climate Control. Any of your heating and cooling needs. It is winter. It's getting colder and colder. Make sure that you have your HVAC where it needs to be. If not, give Blue Water Climate Control a call. Also, we have Alexis Hornbuckle basketball. I will start to get back in the gym in the new year. I will be taking new clients in January. And, of course, starting to plan for those summer camps. Shout out to Orange Mountain Designs, your Lady Vol source since 2008. Our girl Terry Holder out in Alcoa. If you haven't been to the store, go check it out. If not, hop online so you can get your Lady Vol gear no matter where you're at in the world. Also, Orange Mountain Designs sponsoring a pep rally here. Of course, Terry will have a little pop-up shop. We'll get ready, get us all pumped up for that Stanford game. We also have Just Pass It Tutoring, where learning's made simple. All of your mathematical needs, K through 12, including PSAT, SAT, and ACT prep. You have the gold standard fitness and sports performance training. Our girl and my fellow co-host on Monday nights, Jamel Johnson, former Lady Vol, Go Vols Soccer. She is currently taking new clients, so make sure y'all go hit her up, reach out, Facebook, Instagram, any way that you can. She's also on Twitter. Did I get everybody? Oh, actually, can't forget the place, the Collective Unfiltered. Of course, that's our Monday night show. We got Billy Ratliff's Tap 40 Grill. That is where we are hosting this pep rally this Saturday. And post-game, again, bring in your ticket stubs. And, I might get a little wow. We get this big win. Who knows what kind of deals will be on the table Saturday after that game. I believe that is everybody, and of course, the biggest one, the most important one, the one that allows us to do what we do here on the Volunteer Roadshow for the fans, by the fans. Shout out to Bobby Miller and Billy Ratliff in that production company.
That was outstanding, Alexis.
Thank you. I am winded. Might have needed my inhaler next time, but
All right. I do want to bring up one thing. Obviously, off the court, it was very sad this week. The news about Tasha Butts having breast cancer. I mean, she's only 39 years old. I mean, I know y'all are a family, Alexis. Just how did that hit the whole family?
as soon as I heard it, I called her. Like literally, as soon as I heard it, I called her. Voicemail was full. She didn't answer. Voicemail was full. Left her a voice note. Just sending my prayers up. Just offering any type of anything you need, booty. Let me know. I'm there. I could only imagine. I mean, she's at 39 years old, like you said. She's still young, and I hate this. I hate this so much. Breast cancer, you're annoying. But she's in good spirits. She's a fighter. We know it's advanced stages, so it's going to take a lot of prayers, y'all. Lift her up in your thoughts and your prayers. Check on her, even if you don't get a response. Just being able to see that support, just funneling in from everywhere. You got to remember, she was an athlete, not only just the Lady Vol. She was in the WNBA. She played overseas. She's been coaching for quite a few years now. She's made an impact on people's lives. She made a huge impact on me as a grad assistant when she came back as the grad assistant for the Lady Vols. But yeah, definitely, it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart.
Yeah, just everybody, if you can, just send all the positive healing energy and vibes that you can to her, because that
Absolutely.
I mean, there are outstanding treatments now, but she is in for a complete battle, battle for her life, literally. So
Literally.
please send everything you can, your prayers, your thoughts, all of it. Direct it her way. We asked Kelly about it too, and she said it was a gut punch, to hear that. So
yeah,
and I think everybody, I mean, it's good news with Nikki Anasike. The babies are now fine. The little boy, Lucci, no longer has to go to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
She decided not to return to coaching Anderson County High School. I mean, you just can't justify it. I mean, child care for 2 infants it's more than you make.
Yeah. Not only that, though, she didn't. Her mother-in-law was actually supposed to be down here, and then there was a little hiccup there, so she didn't have the help, that she needed, and if she did want to coach. So I know that was a tough decision for her to make, because she enjoys coaching and teaching, and obviously she's made a huge impact in those girls' lives since the day she stepped foot on that campus. So, Nikki, I know it's a hard decision, but I know that you know this, so I don't have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Great choice. Your babies will thank you, and your family will thank you. And if you need me, you already know I'm here for you.
That's awesome. Well, I don't have anything else. We try to keep these on 30 minutes. I don't know about Tuesday. What does your Tuesday look like as far as
okay. Let's see. This always happens. It looks good for now. It looks good to do the show for now. I have a business meeting here. That's early afternoon, but Tuesday night I should be good. Maria, we'll just stay in contact.
Okay.
Y'all just watch closely on our Facebook, Maria's Facebook, on the Volunteer Roadshow Facebook, and we'll get with you. So I don't want to throw out false promises.
Yeah, we'll keep it. It's flexible. We'll say that. Obviously, yeah. Saturday, I'll do something. I don't know, Alexis, if you'll be available Saturday. You may be in between the arena.
Yeah. Let's play that one by ear. Because I might be headed back to the restaurant during that hour or that hour after the game. It honestly depends on if I stay and run my mouth in the locker room after the game, or do I just leave. If I'm able to get here, I'm 1,000% on board. I would like to do a show on Tuesday, Maria, if the schedule permits, because I want to do some type of pregame before the Stanford game. Let's get the fans hyped. Let's get our viewers hyped. Let's get that support flooding in. Tell your friends and family, if they're in Knoxville, buy a ticket, come to the game. We got to get these seats filled. It needs to go back to the atmosphere where you walk in and you can hear from outside what's happening. on the inside of Thompson Bowling Arena. And the only way to do that is to continue to get the word out. So y'all help us help them get that support back in the building.
They honored a gentleman today. He's been a season ticket holder for more than 40 years, and he keeps coming to games.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
And there's also, some seats are $5, so it's very affordable right now. And the shuttle buses run from the ag campus. You can park there, get on the shuttle bus, get dropped right off at the door. So
absolutely. Peggy said we need an Uber bus on Saturday from Tap 40 to Arena. You know what, Peggy? You're right, because I always suggest the Uber, but that might be something worth looking into. But I would need to know. I would need a real head count or get onto the Tap 40 page. I'll be there. And if it's a good amount of people, like at least 20 people, 15 to 20 plus people that are going to commit to coming, I would definitely look into that, because I know as a business, we can do some type of partnership with Lyft or Uber that we can give out free rides. I don't know quite how it works, so I'll do my homework on that end, but I'm all for safety. Enjoy yourself, have your drinks, but do not drive home.
Yeah, I don't even want you drive. That's why I don't like you driving and doing the show. And I
know Maria,
you're not drinking. It just makes me so nervous when you're on the phone.
I know. I've gotten better though.
You have.
I've gotten better. I'll try to get better. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. As always, press that like button, press the thumbs up button, subscribe, and share. I see our audience growing on a regular. I love the consistency that y'all keep giving us and the love y'all keep showing the Buck and 2MC show. Maria, anything else?
That's it. We'll figure out a show. Maybe it's not Tuesday. Maybe we have to end up picking another day. We'll figure something out. Like you said, hype the Stanford game, hype the Saturday event, and get the fans packed into Tap 40, and then get them over here to the arena.
Absolutely.
All right. Lex, you've done so well with all the things. You get to take us out of here today.
I was trying to beat you to that, but again, thank y'all for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you continue to support the Lady Vols, but get your butts in the seats. Buy the tickets. Drive down. Support them. And until next time, hopefully we'll see you Tuesday. If not, we will see you again sometime next week before the game. And as always, go Lady Vols.
Peace.